Hello Aquarius. Thanks for joining me. Just choosing some cards for your finance reading. I've already chosen most of them just so that we can get started that little bit quicker. And we can get right in to see what's going on with your finances, or which part of your finances do you have on your mind currently. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, then check out the playlists and your message may well be in there. Okay. 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Oh, sorry. Can't even see that one. And the Ace of Swords. Throat chakra. New beginnings. Triumph. Okay. So what it's showing me here is that there's situation connecting to your finances that you may be feeling a little bit like the energy's blocked or a bit stagnant at the moment. It feels that there's a couple of choices that are needing to be made, and until that comes forward, whether it's a answer for a decision or whether it is an actual you choosing between, until that comes forward, you're currently blocked with progressing any further, which is a bit of a frustration. Being shown here with the Ace of Swords, that there's this, even though the energy's blocked with the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Swords that precedes it is that clarity of vision. So you do know where you're heading with your end goal. You do know that, you do know the end goal, but you may have missing gaps in with the initial plan. So this is either a work decision or a marital finances decision or a business idea or some kind, whatever it represents to you, but it feels that you've got the beginning, the end, you just don't know what the middle bit looks like once it's filled in, or how to get to that result, to that end goal. So there are some blanks. So this has created an energetic block that you're unable to overcome by problem solving just yet, because it seems as though there's all other factors that come into play before you can still proceed. So whatever that may mean specifically for you. The Ace of Swords is showing a new beginning. Obviously it's blessing all of those ideas that are coming forwards. But for our, what have we got? For our 9 of Wands, that's it, I kept going to say Swords. For our 9 of Wands, we've got here, and this may be one of the decisions that you're needing to make. It's, you're kind of there, you've got the skeleton, the foundations, or the blueprint that you're working towards, but there needs to be more. It's nowhere near what it's the end goal looking in your mind, which you know still got a way to go, but there's a distortion of, it feels to me, where the information's coming from for some reason. So being shown here a need to speak your truth, to be able to express what you're needing to say, your likes and dislikes in regards to speaking up and making a decision. It feels that in regards to the finances, that there may be a situation that you've not spoke up about in the previous times, whereas now it feels that you're being pushed to express that. With the throat chakra coming through, it's letting us know that there is also some kind of block. So you're either not being authentically honest with yourself and the process, or with your intentions for others, or your overall plan for others. There just feels like a distortion in the information. So this is definitely looking at you running your own business. You've got the Emperor there. So the Emperor with absolute clarity of direction when it comes to his business. Yeah, just seeing a warehouse then for some reason. So some of you may, for your own business, be expanding on some level. And we've got here somebody waiting for, not waiting for an opportunity, but waiting for their turn to kick into gear, or for something to start unfolding. Whereas at the minute they're just kind of waiting around, hanging about, and not so much is going on. Not getting a sense of of action. We got the Triumph card at the end, but this bit in episode, it's very stand still. We've got here with these bits being ironed out, that once with the throat chakra having its little fine-tuning, rebalancing, what you're ultimately moving forward into is a new beginning. So whatever you're working on or creating, that energetic flow has been blocked temporarily. I would be focusing on the throat chakra and speaking your truth, being direct, for that to come out, embodying the Emperor energy, and then you will move yourself into a shift, into a different position. Just still keep seeing this person that's waiting. It's almost like, are they waiting at an office that's empty, or yeah, or just are they somewhere that they know that they may not be used for anything for the moment, but they're just going to wait there because you will come back and need them soon, on a mutual understanding, just to put that out there. So we've got the new beginnings that's also leading you to the Triumph. So we've got unblocking your throat chakra. So like I said, miscommunications, not expressing yourself the right way, being taken the wrong way with anything that's being said, and that ultimate need to be able to execute what needs to be said with direct, not blunt, direct delivery, and still be able to get back on the same page, find a resolve. The Emperor doesn't need to be a peacemaker, but he can be. He embodies all aspects of conversation and getting stuff done, and finding logic in ways of operating. So in regards to a business, there may be different departments and elements. The Emperor is somebody, male or female, that can go into all departments and pick up a role that belongs to that, bringing it together. So not only a mediator, but the last say goes. It feels that if this is a business idea, that it may be a little bit frayed. Too many cooks spoil the broth, is the saying that's coming forward. We've got, for the new beginnings, manifesting and creating everything new beginnings. So I would say, if the business has been going a little bit neglect, I would keep just sending the visualizations and thoughts out of it, expanding, growing. What was the original idea? When you had your Ace of Swords moment, what was the clarity? Where did you see the idea? forming into its own entity. And then that is, what does success look like for you? How are you going to know that you've reached that level if you don't have any marketplaces put in the way? We've got here double energy. So there's a sense of feeling that you won't get the success, or the success will be blocked. One, because there is no flow of energy, and that's clear, something's blocked. But whether it's communication is blocked, or information that you're trying to access you're unable to and not sure how to go about it, it is still here, this feeling of a feeling of miscommunications and a standstill. Okay, so we've got passion ignited. So if this is a business idea, or could be a new job, one way or the other, you could be adamant that you're not leaving, and a resolve having to be made. There's definitely a decision that's needing to be made, and it's either to to walk away or to continue on with the plan. The passion ignited feels definitely moving along with the plan, but there are some discrepancies that need to be ironed out, and that possibly needs to be done before more people are brought on board, because then it's going to be too messy. We've got here conflict and defeat. So as your energy is moving forward, it's becoming a little bit more and more defeated, so, or depleted, and that isn't making sense. So I feel where I keep coming back to this communication, where there's a need to be direct, clearing the throat chakra so that it's not blocked. Wondering if there's information that's come forward or hasn't, it's been blocked, it's being held back, and the evolving of your business idea, or whatever it may represent for yourself, is causing a struggle. It's almost as if guiding yourself, you wouldn't know which direction to go, but because you know you're being guided by that higher self, the higher aspect, the sense of creation, that makes you feel alive, because you know you're being guided by that, because you do put out your manifestations and you've been calling forward a new beginning, that there's that sense of fear of failure. What if I can't do it? What if I'm out of my depth? All of these worries that all add on unnecessarily. You've got here arguments and disagreements, so you may well be quite snappy lately. So we've got arguments and disagreements which are heated. So who else is part of your environment that would be able to trigger you like that? Because what this is saying is a need to pick your battles wisely. So it may not be so much the person that's in your mind right now, but it could be people that you unexpectedly snap out at. So all that's needed is just an acknowledgement of that and an apology. You need to recognise that you can do this, whatever it is that you're applying your energies and effort to, whether it's an employed work and there's conflict that's continuing to go on, situations getting worse, and that you're literally looking and waiting for the cavalry to arrive and come and save you and help you. Or whether it's just this clarity of vision and knowing which direction or what the full plan is now. All of those bits are key elements to let you know that you must keep pushing on. You're so further down the line than you are at the from the starting point, so you have covered ground. It may be a little bit hidden from obvious sight for the moment, but there's other aspects being worked on. this that you're applying every effort now that you're manifesting and calling in towards you will be everything that sets up your ground roots. It will be your foundation of your new business. It will be the blueprint that comes forward. We've got here the Queen of Wands, who is the representing for your growth and your stability, the grounding, being able to access in harmony with the throat chakra. That exactly what is being looked for. So there you go, you've got the Page of Wands, ready to take things to the next level. So this is just stuff that's being ironed out. You've got the Empress, so you could well be receiving some sort of higher guidance. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. With those two energies mixed with the Page of Wands, who is absolutely ready to take that next step, of the plan that's known, and for the Emperor to be able to be the one to carry it out, then it feels you will be pushing past blocks. They're not gone completely, but you do have luck on your side. With the Empress, she's encouraging you to she's encouraging you to nurture this business and this idea. And here we go. We've got the Emperor and the Empress. So we've got the power couple here. We've got the counterpart to each other. We've got the alpha male and the divine feminine, just all playing their part to the larger piece of the whole. With the Four of Pentacles, it feels that this is symbolic to letting you know that your dreams are close. They are there. You had everything in alignment or shifting and lining up, and then all of a sudden, whether it was this doubt that was coming in or a fear of losing something and then not knowing the formula, something along those lines. So we've got here thinking of somebody that's away from you, somebody that may have been a part of the process that is no longer there. You may be calling them back in or wondering how they are and wondering if they are thinking of how your business and idea are going. But definitely thinking of someone that's away from you. We've got obsessive thoughts and thinking. This is either, again, linking to somebody that's away from you, connected to your business, or it's obsessive thoughts process and thinking to do with this particular energy idea or workplace setting. This is definitely about finances, although I'm not really seeing any money on the table. So if this is focusing for you on a business idea, I can see that it is absolutely brand new. The only pentacles on this table are the Four of Pentacles, which is another representation of things being blocked, communication being blocked, finances being blocked, the energy flow being blocked, miscommunications, all sorts of everything going on. We've got the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something deeper that's going on here in regards to, it feels that it has your well-being of your company been, somebody wished it ill, and this is the discord of the energy trying to either release or settle into something else. For you looking across the time to see where your when your luck's going to change, or where's the big ship that's coming. It's just showing here that when you're on top of the world, you don't need to worry about anything. It's your hard work that has got you there. We've got here, yes, more obsessional thinking, but trying to be creative whilst at it. But also I would feel to watch anyone new coming forward, just place them to one side and take a minute to know them, just because they're presenting as a major arcana, that there's no need to be instantly up around it. For some reason, I'm just feeling a caution around who's being called back in or who's being requested for the plan. We've got here that, yes, you're not scared of hard work. Prosperity begins. It's planting a seed with a someone. So from these last little cards that I've looked over, it's looking to me like this idea potentially could have been set up with a love interest, and that there's two minds think alike that has been propelling this forward. It's been hard work, but having somebody just as obsessive with you has made the journey all that more easier. So we've got here patience and planning, and that's what's gone in. You need to use the High Priestess to nurture this prosperity begins, because it is a slow burner. But what you encounter on the back of that patience is every single thing that you are trying to manifest in regards to your new beginnings and your magician right there. So exciting times for that. Let's take a look. So everything, it's very mixed energy. It's up and down. It feels like it needs to settle. We've got prosperity begins, collaboration of teamwork, coming together, co-creating with one another to be able to bring this entity, as I've called it, on a mass larger scale. Like saying, your clarity of vision, even though the energy was blocked, is showing that you do know the direction that you're heading in, because that was its birth. Its original form began that way. With the spiritual union, there's a going within the self, and maybe seeing the connection for what it is. If what is it, purely business? Is it business, or is there a deeper connection going on there? There feels like there's a need to step back and separate the emotions that are connected to what's going on, because there is a lot going on. And then we've got here, like we've said, with our patience and planning, with going inside yourself and reflecting on what actually is this connection. Is it a love connection? Is it a work connection? Is it a co-worker, comrade, unity? It's it feels like it needs to be a bit more defined, because it's the same energy of the throat chakra being blocked, and so either not speaking up at the time that you should do, especially when you are being given the Ace of Swords, which is action, speaking the truth, being direct. But it also could be as well an overactive throat chakra, which is causing conflict and arguments there. But either way, it is showing here that with this, you need to be clear. What is this relationship dynamics to you? And that will help with the where you're going to take it and give it a bit more settled and balanced. And I feel that these blocks that are here will start to maneuver out of your way. So the eye on the end goal, we've got patience and planning, which is absolutely what you're doing. You've not gave any impression that you're becoming forward recklessly. We've got here wish fulfillment. So currently your reading's letting you know that you have everything around you right now that's going to get you where you need to be in regards to your business, your finances. Again, not really seeing finances, so there's no raise, there's nothing, this is just more a snapshot in time, letting you know that these blocks will be released. You just need to attune your eyes to them. The only money I'm seeing on the table, other than the Four of Pentacles, is the Three of Pentacles, which is another 3, which is signifying coming together, signing a contract. Prosperity begins, and the Three of Pentacles with the Three of Hearts. So there's been a painful ending Maybe there's the pain connected to the situation because it wasn't given long enough to be nurtured into what it actually could be. So it may well have ended up being undersized or not hitting its potential before the novelty wore off. So we've got here change of direction. That's what it feels like. So with this being signed, whether it's a marriage or a contract of some kind, it is also referring to teamwork and nurturing a connection. That's going to be a slow burner. It needs to unfold. It needs to mature. But if you're unable to hold that pain, then that's also okay. We've got here that, yeah, with your wish fulfillment, this is letting us know that it's been granted, and the pathway forward is okay to continue down, because there are no God's counterparts, anyone that is blocking this way currently. This together is saying that keep following your intuition and your inner guidance, and you will always find or be provided with what you need to get you to the end goal, as long as you're keeping it simple, acknowledging and having gratitude for all that is up around you, and continuing on with the patience. Then it's showing for me wishes being granted, wishes coming true. So there you go. It's a lot of different energies bouncing around. So obviously there would be different storylines in there. So only take what resonates for you. But in the same sense as well, this is a real funny transition area or time space for it to be in. It may well be because of the retrograde finishing, or it may, depending on the time that you watch this. But that energy absolutely matches what's going on with the planet. It's a little bit calm, a little bit arguments, a little bit blocked of energy, wanting to speak, can't speak, speaking too much, and all sorts of everything's going on. Know that this is going to calm down and simmer down, so no need to worry. There you go. Calm down, simmer down. We've got here Sagittarian friends, or we've got you just mixing it up, mixing the ingredients and keeping that head and heart balanced. You may want to be floating up into the spiritual realms, but there is that need to keep you grounded as well. So there you go. I will love you and leave you, Aquarius, and I will see you again soon in another video. Thank you.